Now, I have been out trying to promote the blockchain to normal everyday people, and let me tell you, it is horrible. Okay, when you tell people, true story. I'm walking down the street. I don't own a car. I'm walking down, and I don't look fancy at all. I'm walking down the street, and I end up going to this bar. And this bartender, he's like, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm like, "I'm doing good." He goes, "What do you do for a living?" I kind of chuckle and I go, "I'm a professional vlogger. I get paid around $100 to $300 per vlog to make videos, on a website." Legitimately, he laughed at me and thought I was bullshitting until I whipped out the phone, showed him Steam it, showed him that, and then his face changed. Like his whole human, everything changed about him, right? He then realized that he was working a job and maybe he didn't want to work, and I had a job that obviously I love, and he then understood that there's a whole world above the normal world. There's a crypto world. This has been something that has happened to me over and over. Like I'll run into people, they'll laugh at me, and then I'll show them, and then they're just like, their face is just like they've seen a ghost. Now that's how it started. I then went to a business and I said, "Hey, I'm in a crypto space and I know a lot of great people that are doing a lot of great things, but they need exposure to normal people." So I've convinced 3 businesses, a weed dispensary, a gaming store called Game Trader, and a clothing store, all to advertise projects from the crypto space in their store to get the word out to normal everyday people and to get them interested in the idea of crypto. And I've gotten the gaming store to actually be open to accepting Steem and other cryptocurrencies for games. So like if you live, New York, and they're over here on the West Coast, if you wanted to buy a game, they would ship it to you, you would, send in the Steem, all that stuff. So they're willing to even do that. So I said, okay, onboarding businesses to the platform, that's one great thing, right? Okay, cool. I want to do something further beyond that. I thought of a token. It's similar to Wilshire's, right? But I was thinking, how could I create a token that's backed by the people and it's actually for the people? So I came up with this really, 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 really great idea to have it be a token that's backed by delegated power by certain people who want to delegate power to that token, and so forth and so on. And the people who invested in that token, of course, and gave delegated power would receive a certain amount of tokens to use either to upvote themselves or upvote other people, doesn't matter. And outwardly, the token would be used to promote other people, pay other people for jobs, because I have a job system coming. So people don't just have to post to make money, they can actually do other things. I'm gonna give the tip on how I got 3 businesses to join Steamy, right? I'm gonna just give y'all the game real quick. So I walk in and I go, "Hey bro, I'm a vlogger and I make good money." They laugh at me, whatever. Okay, cool. I show them and I go, "You know what? I can actually make $100 just talking to you and getting it on video." They laugh at that. They go, "$100 just to talk to me? Let's see this." So then I whip out the phone, which right then and there gives whoever's asking if they can pay with a currency the open door, right? So it's like, okay. So you whip the phone out, blam. Now I had some well shares that was nicely given to me. So what I did is I took the well shares and I was smart enough to upvote that post. And I went back and I said, "See, there you go." So now I find another use for well shares, which is onboarding businesses. But I explained to the business that what happened there was I use tokens and I explain well shares to them so they understand, and I don't give them the false fallacy that everything they post will be $100 or more. I then tell them that what they post will and how their payouts are determined on their content, their quality content, and what they want to put out. And you got to be completely transparent about that, because some businesses will think that they're going to make gazillion dollars when they may not. They're a business, but you also have to treat them as a normal, regular user in the sense that they may not make a bunch of money. But using well shares and other tokens and Randall Well and Booster at your disposal is a great tool to onboard businesses and get people to believe in the process.
And you can upvote them too. You could be like, "Hey, I'll tell you what, you join up and you come on and make sure that you tell me about all the posts, and I'll even advertise you, and you guys can join our podcast that we have. It's called VO.TU." Dude.
Exactly. So ultimately what I'm building is a street team to advertise. Like today I'll be going into the game store and putting up some Beyond Bitcoin posters and some Steam swag, because these stores are actually open to letting me advertise whatever I want in there. And then people, they're going to come in there and they're going to see it, and it's just so awesome, right? That's one thing that we're getting onto, and that it's a bridge to something else, which is a studio. And with that being said, the video series that we're producing, which is going to be circled around living off of crypto, is probably a month away, where me and Beans are legitimately going to only live off of cryptocurrency and document the whole fucking thing on video, going into stores, trying to live in all this whole thing, which I think is going to be amazing. And we also are, to kind of go sidetrack here, we're producing another podcast. So we're in a position now to where our podcast is kind of cool and it's like steady to where it's at. So we're actually putting other Steemians in a position to where they can host their own podcast. And it's actually called Real Talk Blockchain with Mackenzie Gary and Ron Donson, the God. And it's going to be about entertainment, culture, crypto, hip hop. It's going to be crazy. And it's going to be on this Sunday. We're going to air a little segment on the VO.TU podcast. So that's coming. And everyone's going to love the video series. Like if everyone loves the vlogs that we do, they're going to completely fall in love with the video series. And it's going to be like 20 episodes long. Hopefully we can bring like multiple seasons. And we're also going to produce other vloggers. So a lot of people don't know, behind the scenes, I've actually been helping a lot of other people vlog, like helping them with content, helping them like do their music, ideas, and I've been putting a lot of other people on. And we're actually going to set up something where if you want to vlog, we'll make it easy. So you come in, we have a library of music that you can choose from. We'll brainstorm ideas with you, we'll help you, and we'll get you started. Because being able to live off of vlogging is awesome. And if you want to do it, you should be able to. And it's not going to be just with vlogging. We're just going to start with that. We're going to do with music too, because I'm a fantastic musician. 2 albums coming soon, Chasing the Blockchain Blind. But yeah, like my mindset is totally trying to help people get where I'm at, because I think it's amazing that I'm making $300 a post for vlogging. People should experience that feeling. Again, I'm an open source mind, so anyone who just wakes up and goes, I want to be a vlogger, I will do everything in my power to help them and put them on and spread that love. Because if you spread the love to everyone, then the love eventually comes back. Peace.
Yep, I will say that is 100% true. I will also say that you will have people who bite your hand, but you will always end up with more people who help you in return than the ones who bite your hand.
Well, can I say in retrospect to people biting my hand, I'm a pirate and I actually have a hook on that hand, so if you bite it, you're just gonna get hooked. I don't feed with my real hand, I feed with the hook hand. So
well, I don't want a hook in my mouth. I'm just gonna say that. Captain Hook was a scary guy.
And with that being said, my name is Sir Lunch, the host. So that's what I wanted to discuss with you guys today. And thank you for your time. And if you guys, feel it in your hearts to want to delegate some SP to our token when it's in its 80% phase and me and Fuzzy and Beans have worked out the kinks, feel free to drop me a line. And again, I'll give you all the details for that so you can know how the ins and outs are going to work. Thank you, everyone. I love you and have a wonderful Friday.